Hey guys, it's Tripl-L, and now let's talk Death March, Episode 9, Late Impressions, because the other episode's coming out tomorrow, and it just wouldn't be right if I didn't put in my 2 cents for this episode. So, full disclosure, I thought I did the video, and then I looked at my channel and I realized, oh shit, I didn't talk about Death March. My bad. So let's talk about it here very quickly. Trying to think about how I want to tackle this. It's already been a full week. Well, here's what I'm thinking from like a little bit of notes. As I was watching episode 9 of Death March, it was kind of funny how much it felt like this was going to be the end of the series. I don't believe it's actually the end of the series. I think there is something because I do believe we got a preview at the end of the episode. But it was just funny how much it felt like it was ending. And so maybe the next episode might be a side story, and if it were a side story, that'd be really cool. That'd be a really interesting way to take an adaptation. Ideally, it's not going to be some kind of equivalent of a beach episode, but we'll really have to see. That said, this episode, episode 9, it definitely had the climactic feeling because you go away and you're dealing with your big arc villain. He's bigger than life. He's throwing in a lot of big details, things about the gods, about not being a god's plaything, the mysterious lights that pop out at the end. So when it comes to that conclusive feeling, definitely this episode had it in giant amounts. And then you also consider other little things like the Master of Hellflame, the titles that Sato was getting as he was walking across water, and also like special mention that the skill acquisition system is still one of the most ridiculously overpowered things. Like, I would love it if I could get the ability to walk on water just by trying to walk on water, because that would be amazing, right? But that said, you know, you have all these things. You have the big event there with Sato, like, unleashing fireballs everywhere. You have the music playing in the background. It feels conclusive. Because it was also seeming to, like, because it seems like the episode was also trying to rush to an ending, it does kind of seem like things were a little bit rushed. And this is the kind of rushing that you can definitely make a case for, because there's something very interesting that happens when you omit transitionary details, like the details that segue you from scene to scene. When those things are missing, you can definitely say this is rushed. And the big examples for this one were definitely when Sato is arriving to the mountain where the other girls are. First, there's no transition, there's no detail telling the viewer the girls are going to be waiting there for Sato in this particular episode. That might be mitigated if there was a previous mention earlier in the episodes. But another big one is that we missed on a detail that would have covered the girls asking what Sato was carrying in the bag. Instead, you just get this very quick succession. No one's really asking about what's in the bag. You just get to see the emotional moments, and then you just kind of like you just kind of zip into the next scene, which involves all the homunculi. So, you know, all things considered, that part was pretty shoddy, just because it's like there's not that nice flow. But again, this is one of those things. Well, you can argue what's more important, but it's just this one feels weird. Other details for the episode. Well, you know, we're really just tying up things. We find out the homunculi are going to be going out to spread the ashes or bury their master, or bury the ring at least. And you have Mia now being the next quest, or being the next mission. We have to go take her to the forest. So overall, it's an episode that finishes up an arc and sets up the next journey for Sato. And what was really interesting was how emotional they decided to make certain aspects, such as with Xena. So, you know, all these little things, all the little details, like Xena promising she's gonna meet up with Sato again, they're things that really make me want to hope that we're gonna get another season, especially with the to be continued. That's a very interesting little detail to have in there, considering that we're getting another episode. So, you know, I'll make this a very short video because really I didn't have too much to say about the episode, or I might just have forgotten a lot of what I wanted to say. So guys, just take this as a very quick little update for the for Death March. Overall, I thought it was a conclusive feeling episode. It set up a few little things, and it didn't leave that much of an impression on me. Like, there were little parts that were very funny to see, like the Master of Fireballs, and also the seeing the Dryad again and getting Nana out of there. Like, all those are highlights. But overall, it was a pleasant episode to watch. Didn't really feel too much beyond that. But anyway, guys, let me know what you thought down below. My impressions right now might also be dampened because it's been so long since I've watched the episode. I might not be as excited as I was the first time. But yeah, guys, I will see you tomorrow for the next episode of It's coming out.